everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm here to do the full moon in Pisces for fire signs. So that's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising. Okay. So we have this full moon in Pisces. So full moons are a time to evaluate and figure out what's not working and kind of get rid of it. So when the new moon comes, you can really plant new seeds. So this is like an evaluation time. So this is really a good time for visualization. Visualizing, using that power of visualization to create or to be creative. This is a good time to dream big. But remember now, we're in Virgo season. So Virgo is very practical. They're work and service oriented. You know, they are, you know, you think of your health and well-being. This is a time to, you know, worry is a Virgo. I say worry or overthink. Think too much. So this is a good time to not focus necessarily on what's not working. It's also a good time to focus on what you want. You know, oh my God, this, oh my God, you know, life, stuff happens, you know. So this is a good time to focus on what you want and use that creative visualization to make that your focal point at this Pisces moon, fire signs. Because really, right now, I kind of feel that, oh, excuse me. Now, you got 2 8s here on the table, and you know, 8s is about work. So, mentally, maybe you just feel all bound and tied up. But at the same time, you're working very hard at your dreams. Or should I say, or you just casting wishes in the water. So with all that, this is really a good time to tap into what is your spiritual foundation? What is your connection? I don't care what it is. You know, everyone's different. That's why we have so much stuff out here, really, what works for you. So I think this is a good time to connect with your inner spirit to decide or look at, why do you feel all bound up? You see, that's like a caged bird. And it's like you're at an end of a cycle. So this is like, why? Why are you restricted? Why can't you move? What is it that's so confusing or making you think that you are a victim? Or what is it that's making you think that you are just working? Because right here you have all the tools you need to create. So use this mind air energy instead of focusing on probably worrying what's not working, on things that may be just some wishes. So it's like, what do you, a want versus a wish. What do you want? Like, oh wow, I wish I had a red Corvette. What I really want is a blue Volvo. I'm just saying. Because you know, it's things you do unconsciously too. That we find ourselves maybe, and you really look at this, this is like being in a mental prison that you put yourself in. So this is really a good time to connect with your spiritual foundation, connect with your spiritual base from which you can really commit to spiritual growth. Now, that's something different for everybody. So what can you do to alleviate this mental shackle? That's really what this is, being mentally incarcerated. Because you're hardworking, you have everything you need to create. Start to visualize. And when you look at this, you're casting your wishes down. But change that wish into a want and put in the work at, okay, securing your foundation. Really look at what is going to make you feel emotionally secure. What is going to help you to open your heart, open your mind, and see the possibilities instead of just, oh, I wish I had a red Corvette. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So this is really a good time to figure out and visualize how do you get your mind out of jail. And then like Aries, Aries, you all are like, boom, here it is. Whatever you think or feel, you kind of let people know. So this may be for you, it's like maybe a good time to maybe come in and be quiet the outside noise, and get in touch with your higher self. That could be that spiritual connection that you could commit to, quieting your mind so that you can visualize on what it is you want to create it. And then Leo, you all come out with a lot of bravado. And I know this is general, so don't get all caught up into that. All right. So there's a lot of bravado. So are you willing to dig deep within yourself and go underneath versus the superficial? What it looked like instead of what it is emotionally. Because remember now, this is a water moon, this Pisces full moon, and it could trigger some things emotionally. So are you willing, Leo, to maybe dig deep into that, what's really underneath, maybe why you maybe feel like you got to compete? I'm using that as an example. And Sag, you all are like, feeling social. You all are fun loving, so maybe this is a good time to maybe get some downtime and connect with friends and family and have that conversation that inspires you. Inspires you past the limits you've already set yourself. And that's for everyone. What limits have you set for yourself in your mind? This is like jail, being incarcerated. And what parameters have you set that you could break past? Now, I also pulled 2 oracle cards. One is a crystal, and I love the trees. So the crystal I pulled is the Paradox. I'm getting the book here. And what's interesting, I think it was the earth signs got the same crystal. So maybe if some of you have earth in your sun, moon, rising, whatever, maybe you should check out that reading also. But this is about emotional cleansing. And that emotional cleansing for you guys is what could help you maybe dig deep and really look at what's your motivations. So this is about emotional cleansing. This is about realizing you have a powerful destiny and great integrity. And what you earn here, what you're working at, could be manifested tenfold. As long as you're not focusing on envy and jealousy and competition. These are things that hurt yourself. They also hurt others. So this is about, at this Pisces moon, visualize how you can elevate yourself. Visualize connecting with that spiritual force within you and taking it outside of yourself if you need to connect with a group or person that's going to allow you to commit to some type of spiritual growth. And I realize that's broad, and I realize that's different for everybody. I also know church ain't for everybody. I also know everything ain't for everybody. But this is the time to look at, because you're definitely working. And so this is also about turning wishes into wants. And what are you going to work at? So again, This is a good time for emotional cleansing. This frees the mind from unwelcome, envious thoughts that may be on things that are on your mind. These are things that could be transmuted into something much higher, something more positive that does not destroy others. It elevates everybody. Now, we also have the tree here, and this is the Judas tree. Your own passion may cause you suffering. Keep alert to what is not yet in sight, because danger could be avoided. This is seduction. So fire signs, you all are passionate, you all have drive, you all have the ambition. But like what can be, what is, you could be seduced by money. You could be seduced by that red Corvette. You could be seduced by what a wish, but really what is it that your heart wants? And are you willing to dig deep enough to not be seduced? You see the snake? You think the snake also represents the Kundalini. And when you look at this wish here, these 7 layers of water, what, instead of wishing, throwing, you throw money in a wishing well, what is it that you want and that you're willing to work at? So, fire signs. What are you willing to work at so that your mind does not stay incarcerated? Because spiritually, it's like we have to work on that spiritual foundation. So this is just food for thought. Let me know what you think, all right? Please like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment below. This is Sister Omi. Give me a thumbs up. Peace.